What is fudging dice? Fudging dice is the word used for when someone rolls the dice and then lies about what that roll is. Usually the DM is the one typically associated with fudging dice because they might have the screen and they just and in order to get the result that they wanted out of it, they might just tell a little white lie about the number they rolled. Now, I've just recently been involved in some YouTube, social media, Twitter drama. I wasn't really expecting that to happen, so I've been obsessing over it just a little bit, and I did my own live stream, which should be up by now. If not, it will be up very soon. I'm having some technical issues saving that stream so I can re-upload it. But I need it out of my brain, and I wanted to make something a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted. Let's just get rid of all that dramatic nonsense and go back to the thing we like to do. So I asked on Twitter, what's a better word you can come up with for the act of fudging dice? And to answer the question that many people asked, because the word fudging dice, it makes my skin crawl. It makes me feel the way that the word moist makes a lot of people feel. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. It feels like a wholesome curse word, which also makes my skin crawl. You know how some people, they'll be in front of children or something maybe, and so they'll be like, oh, fudge, oh, cheese and crackers, I hate it. So I took to Twitter asking what a better word we could come up with would be. I'm going to rate those answers on a scale of 1 to 10. And at the end of this video, we'll show the winner for the best alternative word to use for fudging dice. And remember, once I choose the winner, that's what the new word has to be. All right, my word is law. We have an understanding? Great, let's go. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way because the most popular answer was cheating. And you're not wrong, but I rate that a 1 out of 10 for lack of creativity. Reinterpreting. Short, simple, not too many syllables. I rated it a 5 out of 10. Creative counting. I'll give that one a 6 out of 10. Not terrible, but a little wordy. Plot armor. Again, not terrible, but it doesn't really quite fit. You wouldn't say you plot armor the dice. I guess you could. 6 out of 10. The luck blender. I like the creativity here, but I'm going to deduct a couple points because, again, wordy, and also you can't really use it in lieu of saying fudging dice. You wouldn't say, you the luck blender dice. You see what I mean? So I'm going to give that one a 4 out of 10. I reject your reality and substitute my own. 2 out of 10, way too many words, but funny. Giving fate in place of fudging dice. I like that a lot. I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. Nobahedron. Okay, that one's pretty great. That one also gets an 8 out of 10. I like that. Nice creativity. Not sure if we could actually use it in place of fudging dice though. New math. 2 out of 10. I don't like the fact that it has the word math in it, just because I hate math. The dice is RPing that it's a better roll than it actually is. Creative, funny, 3 out of 10, way too many words. Reality bending, again, kind of like fibbing fate. I like it, it kind of works. What did I give fibbing fate? I think I gave fibbing fate like an 8 out of 10. I like that a little better than this, so we'll give this a 7. Pretending that dragon mauling wasn't fatal. 1 out of 10. I call it story editing. Story editing in place of fudging dice, that works pretty well. I'm not really a big fan, especially it has the word story in it, so I have to deduct points. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Puck decides the fate / Puck's fate / Puck dice. No idea what that means. Maybe it's good. I wouldn't know. 0 out of 10 because reference I don't understand. I'm the law here. Didn't you understand that? Manual advantage. Clever, but it could also be a manual disadvantage, so 3 out of 10. Dicing dice, I love that. Dicing dice instead of fudging dice, love it. 9 out of 10. Alternative rolls, 6 out of 10. My group calls it a critical fail. That's not really what I would consider a critical fail, so 1 out of 10. Alternate results or tweaking the roll or retrofitting the roll. Both tweaking the roll and retrofitting the roll, I will give an 8 out of 10 if we call it tweaking dice or retrofitting dice, because both of those are exponentially better than the word fudging dice. So I'm gonna give that one an 8 out of 10 or a 9. No, I'll give it an 8. Failing the dice. I have failed you. What are we going to rate that answer? 6 out of 10? No. 4 out of 10? All right. Nudging the dice. I like nudging a lot better, and it's also the closest to the word we already have, so I'm gonna give that one an 8 out of 10. I got one answer that took my tweet a little bit differently than what I intended it. Death Trap Game says, for me, a GM who fudges negates player skill and creates a mindset where plot is more important than the fairness or agency. Fudging sounds cute, no it doesn't, and harmless, but the activity is not. It can be toxic to table culture, giving it a name that is blatant euphemistic at least. I consider the act of fudging the dice to be, I don't like it. I feel like you're not really playing a game at that point, but that's a whole other video that's on the schedule to be planned and released, so I'm not going to talk about that right now. But that's not what this tweet was about, my dude. We just need a different name for the act. But stay tuned, Death Trap, because that video's coming. Overruling the dice. I like that. 9 out of 10. Andrew says, nah, I love fudging. No, stop that. You're wrong. Stop that. Faking the dice. That's okay. I'll give that one a 6. Magical Tea Party, a roll. Oh, the Magical Tea Party crowd. -5 out of 10. I'm so tired of the Magical Tea Party argument. Treasure tumbling. I like that one a lot too. We'll give that one an 8. It would be a 9, but it's a little bit word heavy, a little bit syllable heavy. So that one only gets an 8. Falsify the results. I like falsify the dice. It's still an F word. Limp-wristed rolling. Too wordy, 5 out of 10. You're not lying, you're just massaging the truth. I kind of like massaging the dice. So I'll give that one a 9 out of 10. Critical fib, 1 out of 10. DM abuse or DM mercy. While not terrible, it's not just one succinct word or one thing, that's 2 things, so I'm gonna have to give that a 0, sorry. Mastering my fate. 3 out of 10. The fate's turned. Same thing, 3 out of 10. As a researcher, fudging is the proper term to me. However, as an educator, I think curving seems more appropriate. I like that one a lot. I think that one might actually be the winner. We're gonna go ahead and give that one an 11 out of 10. Curving the dice, let's remember that. So far, that's the winner. Ignoring the dice, I think I already rated that one. Finessing the dice, adjusting for jackassery, creative accounting, twisting the bones, suffering from selectively blurred vision, or from AD&D choosing the outcomes. I enjoy the creativity in all of those answers, so for this comment just by itself, I'm gonna go ahead and give that one an 8 out of 10. I like all that. Welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway, where the rolls are made up and hit points don't matter. Way too wordy, but I appreciate how much that made me laugh, so. Too many words, 3 out of 10. Multiverse jump. Creative, 4 out of 10. And this one I actually just got today. Jiggle, but to pronounce it correctly, you have to tick your eyebrows up at the first G because you're referencing tits. This way, everyone feels as uncomfortable as you do about fudge. Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Make sure you can see both my eyebrows. Jiggle the dice. Oh, no. And for the last one, we have hard carameling the dice, which is my favorite. So I'm giving that one a 15 out of 10. But it's still too wordy, so I think that we're gonna have to give it to curving the dice for the winner, even though in my heart, it will always be the hard carameling the dice. So let me know which one of those answers was your favorite, or if you have any new ones, I'd love to read them in the comments. But as of now, as of this moment, I am laying it into law that curving the dice is going to be the new accepted term, with hard carameling the dice also being acceptable. And that's it today. Thanks for watching. Bye.